Hey y'all, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're diving into some cozy fall breakfast that'll warm you right up. First, we're kicking things off with the classic Banana Walnut French Toast. Crispy, sweet, and just a little nutty. Then we're rolling into some ooey-gooey sticky buns, because who can't resist that caramel goodness? And finally, we're spicing it up with some Chorizo Breakfast Burritos and a zesty Jalapeño Ranch Sauce. So grab your aprons and let's get cooking. This is one of Paula Dean's recipes. I'm gonna start by cutting some challah bread into slices. I'm gonna take a dish and put 5 to 6 eggs in and 1/4 cup of milk and mix those up together. I'm gonna mash up 4 ripe bananas. I'm going to throw in 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of chopped walnuts and grate some fresh nutmeg. Mix that until it's combined. I'm going to smear the banana mixture on my bread and put another on top to make a sandwich. Then I'm going to lay it down in my egg mixture while I assemble another one. You want to soak these on each side for a minute or two. I'm going to throw some oil and butter in a pan. And I'm going to lay down my sandwich and cook each side until it's golden brown. Once they're golden brown, I'm removing it and putting it on a plate, and you want to top it with syrup, honey, or powdered sugar. Sticky buns. This is my sweet roll recipe. I'm taking 1/2 cup of warm water, a tablespoon of sugar, and a tablespoon of active dry yeast, mixing those together and letting them sit for about 10 minutes until it gets a foamy head. I'm going to take 5 cups of flour, and then I'm going to add in 5 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, my yeast mixture that has a foamy head, sometimes I do 1, sometimes I do 2. This time I did 1, but 1 lightly beaten egg and about 1.5 cups of milk. And I start slowly pouring the milk in and incorporate it until everything is nice and not dry anymore, slightly sticky, and there's no flour left on the bottom. Then on a floured surface, I'm going to take my dough and knead it for about 10 minutes until it bounces back, and I'll show you that here in a second. Once your dough bounces back, when you push into it, that means it's ready. I'm going to place it into a greased bowl, cover it up, and let it rise in the fridge for about 2 hours. For my filling, I use 2 sticks of butter, half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of dark brown sugar, a splash of vanilla, and about a tablespoon of sageon. I'm not sure how you say it, but it's a fancy cinnamon. And you just want to really mix these up until it's nice and smooth. Now this is the Pioneer Woman's smear mixture. She uses 2 sticks of butter, a cup and a half of brown sugar. I use dark brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of Jack Daniel's whiskey, and I put a tablespoon of vanilla in there. And then I chopped up 2 cups of pecans that we're going to put on the bottom. I'm taking a very large heavy-duty cast iron pan. I believe this one's 13 inches, and I'm buttering it up, and I'm going to place my pecans on the bottom. Once they are pretty evenly spread out, you're going to take your butter smear mixture, put it on top, and put it in a 325 oven for 15 minutes until the butter is foamy. While that's going on, I'm going to roll out my dough into a pretty large rectangle and put my smear mixture on, making sure that it is nice and evenly spread out. Then I always start from the top and kind of roll it in and then make sure it's nice and even. I'll keep messing with it until I like the way it looks, and then I will pinch the underside just so it doesn't come apart. Then I'm going to cut them in about an inch and a half apart until I get about 13 to 14 pieces. After about 15 minutes, when your butter's foamy, you're going to put your rolls inside of the butter. This already looks so good, and this smells amazing. It'll make your kitchen smell so good. Just fit them, however, it doesn't have to be perfect, and you're going to let them rise for 20 minutes. Make sure you cover them. And if my mic sounds a little messed up, my son did knock it off my desk and my husband's mowing, so I'm trying to cover that up. Once they've risen, they should look about like that, and you put them in your 325 oven, and I think I cooked these for about 45 to 50 minutes. Your oven may be different, but these are a little thicker, so I like to cook them a little longer. I'm gonna wait 25 minutes and then flip them over, and then there you go. They are so good. Chorizo Burritos. We're going to start with a copycat Chewy's green sauce, and I'm slicing up 2 jalapenos and putting them into a blender. And then I'm going to throw in some cilantro in there. My friend Tiffany gave me this recipe, just shouting out to her. I'm going to put in 4 cloves of garlic and then a 4-ounce can of green chilies. I'm going to add in 1 packet or 2 tablespoons of dry ranch seasoning, about 1/3 cup of sour cream, and a cup of mayo. I'm going to add a splash of lime juice and about 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Then you're going to blend it up until it's nice and creamy. I'm chopping finely 1 small onion and 1 small bell pepper, and I'm going to throw them into a pan with a little bit of oil. Just saute those until they're translucent and tender. Now remember, I have a large family, so I'm beating 13 eggs with some salt and pepper. I'm taking a package of pork chorizo, and I'm going to take it out of its casing. And then some don't have it, but I bought the one that does. I'm going to add that in and then cook it until it's done, which is about 5 to 7 minutes. Then on medium low, I'm going to add in my eggs and just stir those around occasionally. Once there's no more liquid and I know they're done, I'm going to prepare some foil. I'm using sharp cheddar, but Monterey Jack would be really good here too, or jalapeno jack, and I'm going to place it on a tortilla and then add my egg mixture and roll it up, and I'm going to seal it with a little bit of water on the back edge to help it stay closed. I'm going to brown these pretty good on each side. And once they're done, I'm going to wrap them up in the foil and let them sit until I got them all browned. You really need to do the foil part. I don't know what about it helps it, but it makes it taste like a breakfast place burrito. Then I'm going to dip it in my sauce, and there you have it. Chorizo Breakfast Burritos. I hope y'all enjoyed these cozy fall breakfasts, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.